Hey everyone, this is Renee from Sweet Pea Labs here with a video preview of the Moon Phases Digital Interactive Notebook. Here I'm showing you the set of teacher slides that's included, and you will also receive a student set of slides that will not have things like answer keys and tips and tricks for teachers. So let's take a look. We always start off with a title page, and I go into a bunch of teacher tips and tricks, mainly with using digital interactive notebooks through Sweet Pea Labs. And then I have a welcome page. This is what the students will see. Welcome to their interactive notebook, that the slides on the left are their pages. Look for the crosshairs when they move objects on a page, and so forth. Moon phases can be difficult to teach. It's actually more complex than I've seen it taught in the past, actually. So it's not just about teaching phases. This notebook goes over exactly how that works and why those phases occur. So we start off with basically talking about what the moon is. And in this particular interactive notebook, I have included some videos that will play. So if you click this video, and for the sake of time, I won't do it now, it's going to show the moon rotating and then the pits and craters on the moon. We talk about how there's no air on the moon, so we need a special suit. Go over in this video as well, showing how the moon rotates at the same rate that it revolves around the Earth. So we only see one side of the moon. I think that's pretty amazing. The cycle of the moon is 27 days, talking about that the moon doesn't produce its own light, that it gets its light from the sun shining on it. And that's sort of a major concept for students to understand, because half of the moon will always be dark. And so I have this interactive portion here where we are talking about showing that the sun is shining on the moon. Here's what an answer might look like. I've created this giant diagram showing how the sun shines on the moon, where the moon is in its in its revolution around the Earth, and then how it shows the different moon phases at each phase the moon is on the Earth. Big, confusing. Students won't understand this yet, but then we go ahead and start breaking this concept down. And I start explaining exactly what they need to be looking for here and how this creates moon phases. We explore how the moon waxes and wanes, and that it starts as a new moon, gets to a full moon, and then wanes until it gets back to a new moon. And then we've got an interactive page here where students will show which one is waxing, which one is waning. I always use red for waxing and blue for waning for those students that might be attracted to noticing things like color. So I keep that very consistent. And of course, you get the answer key here. But we're moving on now for looking closer at the moon phases. I go through each of these slides, kind of compares the moon. So we've got a new moon and a full moon and how that happens. Then I have them interact with that. Otherwise, they won't pay attention to what's on the slide. So then they can drag the proper moon over into the correct box. This is what it will look like. Then go over the waxing crescent and waning crescent moons, what that looks like, where they are in their revolution around the Earth. An interactive portion of this so that I can make sure that they're paying attention to what's going on in the slides. And then this is the answer key for the teachers. We go over the first quarter and last quarter moons. Same sort of exercise, so it's consistent for the kids. Again, red for waxing, blue for waning. And then going into, again, the gibbous, and a similar exercise here. So super consistent so the students know what to look for. We take a look at the moon as seen from Earth, and then this particular video will go through the moon phases, which is pretty awesome to see in real time that happen. And then we show the moon phases again to review. Show that it can be in a circle or a cycle like this. And then we go through a check. They can drag the boxes over to the correct moon phase box. Here are the answers. Just for fun, I've included this site as the NASA site where the kids can look up the current moon phase. And then we have a roundup and a reflection. Congratulations. That's it.